Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, you know the Seattle Seahawks are always at the center of exciting developments, but right now, the buzz around the team is reaching a fever pitch, especially as we head into the second year of Mike Macdonald's defensive regime. That's right, Mike Macdonald, the defensive coordinator who's been tasked with transforming the Seahawks' defense into a formidable unit, is entering his second season at the helm, and the energy around that side of the ball is palpable. Last year, we saw flashes of what this defense could become, but this season, expectations are sky high. Everyone's eager to see if Macdonald's philosophies, which emphasize aggressive pass rushing, disciplined coverage, and versatile schemes, will finally click and elevate the Seahawks into a top-tier defensive team. Seattle's roster already boasts some talented players, but the question on everyone's mind is, can they take that next step? And more specifically, what about the pass rush? Because if you've been following the NFL news cycle lately, you'll have noticed the whispers, the rumors, and the chatter about potential blockbuster moves that could reshape the division. And at the heart of these rumors is the idea that the Seahawks might be looking to make a bold move to bolster their pass rush, targeting a star player who could be a game-changer. The name that keeps popping up in conversations is Trey Hendrickson, the Cincinnati Bengals edge rusher. Now, you might be asking, why Hendrickson? Well, let me tell you, this guy has been an absolute beast over the past couple of seasons. He's coming off back-to-back seasons with 17. 5 sacks, and that kind of production isn't just impressive, it's elite. Hendrickson, at 30 years old, has established himself as one of the most consistent and disruptive pass rushers in the league, earning 4 Pro Bowl selections and being named an All-Pro for 2024. His ability to get to the quarterback, combined with his relentless motor and high football IQ, makes him a perfect fit for a team that's looking to make a serious playoff push this year. And that's exactly what the Seahawks are aiming for, a team that's not just rebuilding but trying to contend right now. But there's a catch. The Bengals are currently in a contractual standoff with Hendrickson, which is what has sparked these trade rumors. Hendrickson is on a 1-year, $21 million contract for 2025, but his representatives and the Bengals haven't been able to agree on a new deal. And that's where things get interesting. According to sources like Stacey Rost and reports from reputable insiders like Ian Rappaport, Cincinnati is open to trading Hendrickson because they're seeking draft capital and young defensive talent in return. The Bengals reportedly want a first-round pick plus a young defender, a package that would be highly appealing to teams looking to strike quickly and bolster their defense. So, what would a potential trade look like? Well, Diana Rossini from The Athletic mentioned that Cincinnati is asking for a first-round pick in 2026 along with a young defensive player. That's a steep price, but Hendrickson's production over the last few seasons makes him worth it in the eyes of many GMs and coaches. The Bengals, after all, are trying to rebuild their roster for future success, and they see Hendrickson as a key piece to that puzzle. But if they can't come to a new agreement, they're willing to listen to offers. Now, why would the Seahawks be interested? Well, the answer is simple. They're trying to contend now, not later. This team has a window with players like Geno Smith, who's been performing admirably, and a young core that's hungry to make a deep playoff run. Adding Hendrickson would immediately upgrade their pass rush, providing that extra edge needed to pressure quarterbacks like Justin Herbert or Matthew Stafford. Imagine Hendrickson coming off the edge, teaming up with players like Uchenna Nwasu or Boy Mafe. It would instantly elevate the Seahawks' defensive line into one of the league's most feared. Of course, making such a trade wouldn't be easy. The Seahawks would have to part with valuable draft picks and potentially a young defensive player, which always carries risk. But in today's NFL, winning often means taking calculated risks, and Seattle has shown a willingness to be aggressive when it comes to building a championship-caliber roster. The team's front office has been strategic in recent years, balancing draft capital with veteran additions, and this could be the perfect opportunity to make a splash. Looking at the bigger picture, this isn't just about one player or one trade. It's about a team that's poised to compete and not settle for mediocrity. Seahawks recognize that to go from good to great, they need that extra pass-rushing threat, someone who can consistently pressure the quarterback and create turnovers. Hendrickson's ability to do just that, combined with his leadership and experience, makes him a tantalizing target. It's the kind of move that could shift the division standings and send a message to the rest of the league that Seattle is serious about contending. But let's not forget, these are still early days in the trade negotiations. The Bengals have their asking price, and whether the Seahawks will meet it remains to be seen. They might have to get creative, perhaps include a player like Uchenna Nwasu or Boy Mafe in the deal, or maybe leverage future draft picks. Whatever the case, the fact that Hendrickson's name is out there is a significant development. It signals that the Seahawks are exploring every avenue to improve their roster and make this season memorable. And this isn't just speculation. The NFL Insider reports, including those from Ian Rappaport and Stacey Rost, confirm that Cincinnati is open to trading Hendrickson because of the contract impasse. It's a classic case of a player in his prime, producing at an elite level, but caught in a contractual limbo. The Bengals, facing a tough division and a competitive AFC, might decide that trading Hendrickson could be the best move to retool their roster and get some valuable assets in return. Now, what does this mean for the Seahawks fans? Well, it means that big things are brewing. The team is not content with just developing young talent. They're looking to add proven stars who can make an immediate impact. Hendrickson fits that mold perfectly. His presence on the edge would give the Seahawks a much-needed boost in that department, and it could be the final piece to put them over the top. As the offseason progresses and training camp unfolds, keep an eye on this story. The Seahawks are known for their bold moves, and if they pull the trigger on a deal like this, it will send shockwaves through the division and the league. The NFC West is already one of the most competitive divisions with teams like the 49ers and Rams, but a trade for Hendrickson could tip the scales in Seattle's favor. And remember, the NFL is always full of surprises. Sometimes, a trade like this is what it takes to turn a good team into a championship contender. The Seahawks have built a strong foundation, but if they add a player like Hendrickson, someone with a proven track record of getting to the quarterback, they could be on the brink of something special. It's that kind of bold, strategic move that could define their season and maybe even their Super Bowl aspirations. So, fans, stay tuned. The coming weeks will be critical, and we'll be watching closely to see how this story unfolds. Will Seattle make a bold move and land Trey Hendrickson? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. The energy in the NFC West is electric, and the Seahawks are right in the thick of it, dreaming big and aiming high. This is what NFL fans love: the drama, the strategy, the potential for greatness. And for us Seahawks fans, it's an exciting time to believe that this team could take that next giant leap forward. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. To wrap things up, what do you think about this potential trade? Would you like to see Hendrickson wearing those Seahawks colors? Do you believe he could be the missing piece that pushes Seattle into serious playoff contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news. This is a team on the rise, and with bold moves like this, they might just surprise us all. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Seahawks.